Hey, oh my goodness, it's already so swampy and hot out here. Oh, these are looking nice. Guys, Tuesday update video is here. I'm so excited about this one. I purposely didn't measure a couple of the two big pumpkins at the farm so we could measure them together today and maybe hit a major milestone. We've had a good week. So let's take a look at everything. The yard plant suffers in the heat. Oh my gosh, it was in the 90s yesterday. It's going to be really hot today. I can already feel the heat index, like the humidity is just crazy. So let's just take a look. So I was already out this morning wetting these plants down because especially the ones in the pots, they go through their water so fast. This cucumber was already wilting, but let's check everything out real quick. We have the absolute colossal, probably about 9 foot, 10 foot with the pot, but I'd say the foliage is about 9 feet tall now. Well, here, this is the top of, if I reach above my head, this is how high I can reach. And we have tomatoes 3 feet above that. Wow, that's cool. That's Cherry Tower. But oh my gosh, I have to water that thing like 3 times a day. Oh no. So yeah, this cucumber now is not looking as good as it did. It's been suffering in the heat. It doesn't have a lot of soil for how much foliage it has, but oh my goodness, Cuke Tower here on the 7-foot trellis is just flourishing because it's got plenty of soil and moisture. We've been picking just loads and loads and loads. We have a big batch getting dropped off at a church today. We've been making pickles, all that good stuff. I'm actually going to let some go to seed because all these plants are from seeds I collected 2 years ago. I let 2 cucumbers go to seed, and oh, there's all kinds of bees buzzing around. The bumblebees are doing all the hard work. Yeah, I let 2 cucumbers go to seed, and I collected the seeds, and I think we even did a video on it. And I've been planting them seeds for the last 2 years, and they're just fantastic. They fly out of the ground in like two days. They have like 100% germination rate somehow. They're way better. I planted them side by side with store-bought packet that someone gave me, and these self-collected ones were way better. So like if I see a few nice straight ones like this one, instead of picking it this morning to send to the church, we're gonna leave a couple of them on for seed collecting. Anyway, let's start talking pumpkins. That's probably why most people are following along. So this is just yard plant, and I named it Quad 4. It's the Quad 4 yard plant because we have 4 pumpkins on it. I'm just letting it do its own thing now. We had to cut the main pumpkin off a couple weeks ago, if you've been following along in the videos. So we're not trying to be competitive with this one. Let's just check on the 4 pumpkins. This one's is that a tiny little injury? We could probably take this cage off. I see some like sapping on the top. See that little pile of goop? I wonder if something fell in there or something. There must have been a little injury because there's a little goop pile on the top. But okay, that's one of them. There's more trying to pollinate. I can't believe this one would have pollinated. It was really hot that day. But we'll probably only let 4 grow because otherwise this plant can't handle a whole lot, I doubt. So we have more pumpkins down here. Oh, wow. This one got pretty big. I mean, they're not growing fast because there's 4 of them and the plant's kind of tired out. I don't know. Once this sheet dries out today, I will cover that. So that one's growing pretty fast. This is a little acorn-shaped one. Kind of neat. Growing slow. I guess there is more trying to pollinate. You always want to get these rotten... Oh, God, I should have got them off days ago. See how them petals were rotting onto these lobes? On a keeper pumpkin, you would not want that. So I'm just going to get rid of that. You want to get them petals off so that doesn't happen. You don't want it to rot on there. This one, guys. This one is putting on size. Can you see my hand? Unfortunately, yesterday, it was so hot and sunny, and I didn't have it covered. And it was like kind of wrinkling up, kind of damaging and like wrinkling this top. Oh, that was a mistake. Good thing we're not, this is just a mess around plant. So we're gonna try to keep it covered from now on. Come on now. I just dug my fingernail into it. That's great. Yeah, this is just kind of the mess around plant now, so we won't be too worried about it. Here's one that's open too, a female, but it's gonna be too hot for that to pollinate on its own. So yep, we still have 4 growing pumpkins, just for kind of, we call them porch pumpkins. And they're gonna have the genetics of this wonderful seed, the 2376 Stelts. All right, guys, enough of that. Let's go see the exciting stuff over at the farm. We got some major happenings over there. Let's go. Oh yeah, last week we actually completely ignored the driveway tomatoes. Holy cow. These I have had to water a lot also. Let's just hop out real quick. These I have to water a ton every single day during these heat waves. Holy monkeys, this plant is colossal, guys. Wow. Oh, we're starting to get production here. Look at all of these. Look at the sheer density of these cherry tomatoes over here. It's almost like a solid blob. Let's eat one. Oh my gosh, that one was good. I'm not even lying. Let's try one on this one. Here. These are still a little orangey looking. Ew, yeah, that one was not as good. Wow, I'm gonna be in BLT Central soon. They're doing great. I'm kind of just letting them go now. I'm not doing a lot of work to them because there's gonna be more tomatoes than we need. So, wow. Okay, let's go. Uh-oh, we got trouble. Tom's here. Hey, he's not down here by us though. Quick. Let's do the update video before he sees us. He's probably, where is he? Oh, he must have drove his Kubota somewhere. Alrighty, guys, let's do it. Let's just start up at the top like we did in all the update videos. And, oh, crud. We need the tape measure. Hold on. Crud. Oh, fiddlesticks. See, we can't mess around anymore. To measure the pumpkin, we need big tape measure. Okay, let's have a look up here. We have a little bit of bad news up here. We'll get to that. Check out the coverage happening on the long gourd telephone pole trellis. The sun's probably kind of bright up that way. We're getting some coverage now. I got Tom to put some food on it. We still had a little bit of blighty leaf things happening. I gave it fungicide. And look, Tom has a gourd. It's kind of early to be pollinating, but I wouldn't have pollinated for a competition plant yet, but Tom just is probably gonna let there be as many gourds as there wants to be. So we already got a nice gourd there, guys, maybe a 30-incher and maybe one above it. Looks like we got one over here. It's gonna be a fun trellis. I'm gonna pull out these giant ragweeds, but I can actually get the zero-turn mower in here and mow in here. It's gonna be like a little room. Well, kind of a big room in here of foliage. So that's gonna be pretty neat. Okay, this is where the possible bad news is. This is the Tom plant where I started helping him. Holy cow, this plant even got crazier. Let's see, let's take a look at the plant here. Uh-oh, see trouble. Oh no, we gotta start over. Just kidding. So we do have a problem here, guys. I don't know if I want to take the table off. Yeah, let's. Ugh. So there is a weird, we got to cut these leaves back today too. This is the Albert pumpkin. It's put on some pretty good size, but there's a problem. So underneath it, I might be able to show you guys. Oh man, there's a crack there. Oh, well, it's seeping a little bit out of a crack right here. Underneath, right here where my hand is, guys, there's some weird cracks. I don't even think I can show it anymore. You guys couldn't see it, could you? there's some weird like cracks that opened up down there, and they kind of scabbed over. But that's going to be a problem, because as the pumpkin stretches and expands, them cracks are going to probably try to keep cracking open and expanding and healing. But Tom, we're kind of late to be pollinating a new one, you know?
Well, that's it. Good.
So what, do you want to keep it?
Yeah.
Okay, and then look though, here is our second option here.
I know, that one's there, and there's another one someplace over here too.
Okay, let's go look. Here's Tom's bath water. Let's see if it's, that's about how you like it. Where's the other one? Oh, right here? Ooh, this one opened yesterday though, Tom.
Ooh.
That's not good because it was 96 or whatever. So that one wouldn't have pollinated. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and just continue the tour, but we will have to do something with Albert today to make sure has the best chance. What I was thinking is we're gonna almost have to let that front part of the pumpkin hang over in midair so air can get at that weird cracked areas, you know? Or should I just let it get buried in sand, you know? Or should we just put sand around it and just, maybe the cracked area would stay softer and not keep splitting open? What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments. We can either just put it on a huge bed of sand or kind of have a drop off there at the front where air can get at them cracks. So 2 options. Alrighty, I'm gonna grab the tape measure. I gotta do the rest of my video, Tom.
GoPro, stop recording.
I don't have the voice feature on. He just tried to troll me. That's what I do to Tom. I tell his GoPro to stop recording. But okay, guys, we do the walk up every week right here. Oh my gosh, do you guys see the boulder? This time it's covered in a white sheet. Look at that, guys. We've got a monster. Okay, oh my goodness. Let's hop on in and check out the plant and do our normal update here. So this is the 1727 Jacobus plant. It's still filling in. This is a huge area. So we got these giant leaves here that are full of food and got sunburnt. That's why they look kind of tattered and torn. And then we're still growing new growth here, especially growth that's close to the pumpkin, like, you know, coming off right there. I'm still gonna fill in any growth that's kind of close to the pumpkin. I'm gonna allow to keep filling in, because that's gonna give us healthy leaves and stuff late in the season. Holy cow, we're actually almost, the main vine's almost all the way to the end, and that would put it over 50 foot. So that's cool. And by burying these and keeping it nice and moist, I actually triggered the main vine to start shooting out its secondaries again. So this is actually becoming a whole nother section of plant right here. So that's really cool. I think that'll be nice. I started terminating some vines like we talked about last week. The ones that are just so far from the fruit itself. But the ones that come out closer to the fruit like that, we're gonna let them fill in some more foliage. So that's that. And we have a female opened right here. Okay, all right, let's go ahead to the fruit here. I needed my phone, so we're gonna check the weight on this. I haven't measured it in a few days, and it has visually gotten huge, guys. Oh man, I still have lots of tertiaries popping up. I think that was my main mistake this year, is not physically nipping off all the tertiaries before I buried them. So I've got these little tertiary vines popping up every day. I have to cut. I just cut them out yesterday. I could see 5, 6, 7, 8 more since yesterday. Oh well, it'll give me late season leaves, I guess. Maybe it's a good thing. Oh my gosh, guys. We got a boulder over here. Oh my goodness. All right, let's take the sheet off. Can you guys even... Well, yeah, the GoPro's nice and wide angle. Oh my gosh, guys. Can you see my... I don't know what to compare it. Oh, there's a basketball. Here, let's put the basketball farther out here. Look at, it's hard to even, it makes it look like it's one of them little toy basketballs. Oh my gosh. Here, let's go, let's sneak around and see if the stem looks good today. I can barely walk around it now. Beautiful. Look at these awesome colors it's starting to get. This is called a sunburst pattern. So it's coming in slowly here. See, it's got these spots that are lighter. They're going to be like this probably. See how it's more contrasted? I honestly didn't think this was going to be like a beautiful pumpkin. I just thought it was going to be a big one. Any problems? No split? All right, guys, I'm going to get the 3 measurements and then I'll bring you guys back and we'll type it in together so we can be surprised together. All right, I'll be right back. I'm going to get the 3 measurements. Alrighty, guys. I just decided I went and measured the other one also so we wouldn't have to stop filming. So the left numbers are the 3 measurements of Chunk, this big pumpkin right here. So then we just go to, it's a GPC website, pumpkin weight calculator. So you could just type them in then. So we'll type in 96 and 91. And then their circumference is 156.5. Oh my gosh, that's 13 feet, I think. Okay, guys, before we reveal it, I got to scroll down. Before we reveal it, I was hoping and crossing my fingers that we would get to around 940. And I'll explain why, but let's see if we did it. It means it was gaining 50 pounds a day the last few days. There it is. Okay, yep. We got 944 pounds for the estimate. So it has been gaining in the 50s every day. And the reason I wanted to hit that 940 by today, because it's day 39 only on this fruit. So day 40 tomorrow, it's going to be over my personal best. So my personal best pumpkin is only 973 because I've never put this much effort into a grow before. So I made a goal to grow a 2,000 pound pumpkin. I started last October. I set the goal and I've been going nonstop ever since. So we're trying to jump my personal best from 973 all the way to over 2,000. And we're on track. That's the beauty of it. So we have a 39-day-old 944 pounds. Wow, that is great. So then, and it's still July. So it is July 29th. So that means I'm going to probably, yeah, I will hit 1,000 pounds by July. So that is so cool. All right, let's do the little walk by and let's go. I haven't punched the numbers in yet, but let's go check the weight on Ribbi, the other pumpkin. So yeah, I've been cutting lots of tertiaries out of here. Actually, I just cut a whole bunch out after I measured. Oh geez, look at how tall these are getting. Some of these are almost up to my neck. It's because the tertiaries are climbing up in between and I keep cutting the top of the tertiaries off. It's stacking leaves on top of each other, which is not always good for fungus. Oh dear. This plant though is looking fantastic and colossal. So see the pole, you know, the pole up there? That's the center line where the plants divide basically. So this entire thing is this one plant, this giant 2501 Bernstrom plant. And look at this, guys. Look at the size. Can you guys see this? This is a 33-inch leaf right there. I measured it. I think we're going to even have some bigger ones. Yeah, that thing is just colossal. There's other huge ones here. All these are giant. But these ones right at the end, if they don't get too sunburnt, I just deadheaded these vines like 5 or 6 days ago. So these leaves right here will be the biggest in the whole patch. If I can keep a couple of these from getting sunburnt, we might have, you know, we'll probably have 36, 38-inch leaves. Who knows? Look at the size of some of these. It's kind of hard to give a scale with the GoPro. GoPros are such wide angle, it's hard to tell scale sometimes. So yep, here is the 2501 Bernstrom plant. We, just like last week, we talked about letting the vines that are closer to the pumpkin continue a little bit. So see, they curled around. I deadheaded that one there. I deadheaded these now because I decided to give myself a little breathing room here. So instead of filling in and wading through leaves every time, I figured I'd give myself a little space over here, because this plant doesn't need to be any bigger. It's huge. All right, let's go. Oops, I hope I have that card. Oh, please. Did I bring the card? Can you guys remember? Somebody give me the numbers. Oh yes, I did bring the card. Well, here's the fruit. She's absolutely beautiful. This one's 11 days younger than the other one. Can you see my foot next to it? It's nice sized. Really nice. Let's see. Stem, all good. Nothing weird. There was some little, I don't even know. Might have been little teeny scratches from a leaf. Tiny little brown spots there. Skin is very soft and smooth, but I can almost see the inner texture of what's going to be complete cantalouping. So you know how some of these giants, can you guys make it out on camera? There's all these little spidering little, almost like little vein things. I think that's the very first sign of the cantalouping that will be there later, which is going to be really neat, because I usually grow orange shiny pumpkins for trying to win the prettiest pumpkin. So I never grow these neat, like, you know, rough looking boulders that are just completely cantalouped. And sometimes them pumpkins are really heavy to the scale. So, all right, there's the look at it. Let's go ahead and pull out the card. Let's see how much it weighs. This one's only day 28. So we got a real nice pumpkin. It's not as fast as the other one, but with this huge plant, I think we might be able to even catch up to that, to chunk. This one's name's Ribbi. So we got to type in the small measurements first. Okay, we'll do 77, 71.5, and then 117 for the circumference. Okay, 117. All right, here we go. I want to try to, in 2 days, I want to be at 500 pounds. Would be super awesome. So what are we at now? 439. So that's good. We're at 439 on day 28. So we need 61 pounds in 2 days. So we only need 30.5 pounds per day. Oh gosh, we're gonna be way over that. So this one's definitely doing 40 to 50 per day now, and chunk is definitely in the 50s also. So that is very, very cool. I forgot if I had this. Well, actually, I don't even think I had this hut set up last time. I set up a nice little walk-in hut. I did this one different. I just strung a white tarp over a rope, kind of like the makeshift tents that people make. And then look, on the inside, I just bent PVC to kind of pop the sides out, see? And stuck them right in the ground. And it makes a perfect dry shelter. And kind of easy, too. You just have to kind of, you know, I just had to support it here and stuff. So that was pretty cool. Wow. So we got a 439 day 28 and a day 39, 944 pounds. Couldn't be happier. And we're going to have some. Oh my gosh, look at this leaf. Come on. Don't get burnt now. I want one of these to make it all the way without getting burnt, one of these leaves, and we'll see if we can get just a super monster leaf. So, all right, guys, thanks for watching. I should keep an eye out for more of these. I've been finding lots of pumpkins pollinating also. And that's another downfall of having all them tertiaries popping up. They're popping out pumpkins too. So, all right, one last look at her. There she is. All right, guys, we'll see you in 7 days on that one. And I hope you guys have an awesome day. Bye-bye. FedEx, deliver me a new camera.